We have with us NC State Associate Head Coach Chris Hart. Players up here with me. We'll start out with a statement from Coach Hart, and then we'll go to the players.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Coach Gilmore and Coastal Carolina. Obviously, losing the last game of the season is always tough, and this one's no different. But that doesn't take away, what these guys have accomplished throughout the year. They've done everything we could have possibly asked and more. It just didn't turn out the way we wanted it today. And like I said, what these guys have accomplished throughout the year is incredible. They've stuck together. They've played hard from day one till now, and this week's been a unique week with I think we had three nights where we didn't leave the stadium until 2 a.m. or later, and they didn't complain. They just did what they always do. They came ready to play every day, and there's no exception today. It just didn't go our way. And like I said, every time you lose that last game, it hurts. And but what these guys have accomplished, hopefully this game doesn't take away anything from what they've done for a whole season. But again, congrats to Coastal and Coach Gilmore, and we'll go from there.
Questions for the players, Joe?
Preston, could you take us through the range of emotions of being up last night, and then the rain comes down, and then you have to leave, and it's 12 hours later? Just take us through the range of emotions.
It was kind of a roller coaster of emotions. The whole weekend pretty much. When we scored and we took the lead in the 6th or the 7th, whatever, kind of felt like that was finally the break we needed to. We were kind of in control, and then I'm not saying that maybe the rain had anything to do with it, but getting a 12-hour break, sometimes things can change a little bit, and it's disappointing, but that's baseball, and sometimes that's how it goes.
Up front.
Evan or Preston or both, whenever you guys take kind of a step back there before the bottom of the ninth, what was said to the guys who stepped up to the plate, if anything, and what was the thought process in the situation in the dugout before the bottom of the last inning here?
We just get on base. Do whatever you can. Obviously facing Morrison, he's one of the best, if not the best guy we faced all year in terms of just going out there and, getting after us. So just said, fight, get on base, don't let it die right here, and do everything you can to score 2 runs or 3 runs and see what we can do.
Cody, when the rain started in the 9th, the difference, what did you think of in terms of being able to grip the ball or throw the ball or see the ball, or any difference in terms of what the weather may have had in that 9th inning?
I'm not going to make excuses for anything, but it does have an effect on the game. When you're pitching and it's raining like that, it's hard to grip the ball. It's hard to have feel for your pitches, and it's hard to make pitches.
All right, for Coach Hart, were there any discussions before the start of that ninth to potentially delay it at that point with the rain falling so heavily, and what were your thoughts on extending that and then having to call it after getting only 1 out?
From what I understand, Ray Brinsfield, who's in charge of the grounds crew, I guess met with the first base umpire before the inning started. We didn't know that until after it got banged. But right away, that first hitter, it was coming down pretty hard. So I tried to go out and talk to him about it at that time and just say, this is kind of crazy. It's pouring down rain. And he just said, we're going to play. So like Cody said, we're not making excuses by any means. It's just an unfortunate way to play the last inning to go to a super regional, that's for sure. Obviously we'd all like to play in good conditions, but like Preston said, it's baseball, and sometimes weather plays a factor, and it is what it is, and they got the job done today.
More questions?
Chris, were you give any consideration to going with a different pitcher when you resumed today, or what was the process on that?
Yeah, we talked about it pretty long time last night. Even, a long time this morning as well. We slept on it, and we felt like, Evan was the right guy, and he was one pitch away, one strike away from being the right guy. And Evan didn't do anything wrong by any means. Like I said, Coastal got it done. They did what they needed to do to win the regional, and no second guessing on who we pitched or anything like that. It's they got it done. Congratulations to them.
Preston, at the risk of putting you in a difficult position here, the effect of not having Elliott for the last 15 innings.
Can you say that again? I wasn't really listening.
Sorry. I don't mean to put you in a difficult position, but the effect of not having your coach for the last 15 innings, what did you think that had on the team?
I really don't think it was that big of a deal. I mean, when he left the first game, I mean, we played like it was, that doesn't really affect us. We went out, we took care of business, and we played. And, I mean, yeah, it's awesome having your head coach there. And, he's a big part of our team and what we do. But, I mean, we weren't going to let something like that mess up what we had going. So I don't think it played that big of a role.
Any more questions? Hold on one. Back on the TV deck.
Coach, what was your perspective on Brock's sliding catch? Do you think he had it when it fell, or do you think it looked like he trapped it?
To be honest with you, our guys kind of blocked myself and Coach Foxhall and Coach Black all out. We couldn't really see it for sure. Brock's reaction made me feel like hopefully he caught it, but I don't know if he was just trying to give a good sales job or not. But I couldn't see it. We all got kind of blocked out from our players jumping up and kind of trying to get a good view of it for themselves. So we didn't get a good look at it, but I'm not sure.